he was really progressive when it came to caste at a time where, where people would, and not only was he very critical of the Brahmin or the, more pampered and the favored castes, he was very unhesitating and unpatronizing when it came to criticizing the marginalized, saying that you also are discriminating within yourselves, like
Mahars.
the Mahars are, discriminating against the Jatavs or the Mochi caste, etc. And he says, if you do this within your community, don't expect others not to do it with you. And that was very brave as well. Even today, people will be very hesitant and walk on eggshells while critiquing, a marginalized caste being from a more privileged caste. So he was extremely progressive there. So he was capable of great rationalism, and his critique of the cow. I mean, today, if Savarkar were to write what he wrote then, he'd be in prison.
Yes. Yeah. In regard to beliefs and our practices, in his period in Ratnagiri, he is a model of rationalism. Absolutely. And his critique of caste, that this is a rakshas, his work against untouchability by organizing common meals and the Patit Pavan temple, he encourages a state to build it. It is a marvelous work. And as you rightly say, he is equally unsparing to the Mahars about their treatment of other persons regarded as untouchables. And that is admirable, something we should follow, and something which the current persons who are building him up would find impossible to
Yes.
They would want to, they hide that. They never talk about it. If you took the passages, not the passages, but the articles and articles and articles on each of these matters, and to one of these fellows today who's lauding it up, they would say, नहीं, वो तो उनका एक marginal belief था, हम तो उनके इस belief पर फिदा हैं. So that is an admirable aspect of his, and it is I've mentioned that also, that it is a very creative response to the restrictions which he has accepted from the British.
Right.
They say, you'll stay in this place. You will not do any political work. No problem. He does this social, in terms of social education. That's marvelous.
But do you think it was more to do with any, at the risk of sounding overly critical about something that is admirable, was to do with just to get the Hindus together to fight someone else, like cannon fodder, than a genuine belief in the ideals of equality, of justice, treatment of humans as justice? Because there always seemed to be this thing that unless you come together, others will get you. There was always this other that kind of crept its way into other stuff.
No, I think I do not see it that way. I think that was part of his rationalism and his reading of history, that we have been divided along castes, and thereby we have not come together, and the others have taken advantage and conquered us. That is certainly the case. But he must have genuinely, see, after all, supposing somebody says, you're a idiot because of this puja that you do of the Navgrahas.
Right.
9 planets are going to continue on their course whether you pray to them or not. And they are just inert bodies who can't hear or understand what is in your mind. Is this getting Hindus together to fight the British? No. It is truly a rationalist response
to
the practice, and he wants to educate us out of it.